You know, on Triple D, we have featured just about every type of food you can imagine. But one that we don't do nearly enough, Creole and Cajun. So guess where I'm at? I'm in Los Angeles, California, in the Jefferson Park neighborhood to check out a joint that I've been to before and you're gonna love. This is Harold and Belle's.
One jambalaya.
Just totally unlike anything else you'll find in LA.
I have catfish nuggets for the gentleman.
If you want a touch or a taste of New Orleans, Harold and Belle's is the place to come.
This restaurant has been in the same family for 47 years.
Going back to 1969, when Louisiana transplants Harold and Mary Belle Legault opened a dive bar serving up gumbo and po' boys. Now 5 decades and 2 renovations later, grandson Ryan's still cooking up the Creole.
All 4 of my grandparents are from New Orleans. I have a very Creole last name, Legault, L-E-G-A-U-X.
The only people that have X in their name are people that come
Right,
from
right.
Louisiana. I don't find much Cajun Creole food in the West Coast. So when I came here and I met this guy and I tried the food, I'm like, you're the real deal, brother.
Large gumbo.
The gumbo is one of my favorite dishes. Sausage, chicken, crab.
When I think of making true gumbo, I'm thinking of all the goods. All right, buddy, fire it up.
Seafood stock.
Okay?
What we're gonna do next is put in our trinity.
In the French cooking, you have mirepoix, which is the onions, the celery, and the carrots. And in Creole cooking, you have the peppers, the celery, and the onions. Have you ever heard the term filet gumbo? This is the ground up sassafras leaf.
Creole seasoning, ground thyme,
Okay?
ground basil, dry parsley flakes, more black pepper. We had some in our Creole seasoning already. We like more. More granulated onion, more granulated garlic.
Okay?
We're gonna let that cook down, and then we're gonna add our roux, thicken it up.
All that in there?
Most of it.
The roux's the key, baby. Next up,
Some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, seasoned with
Harold and Belle's Creole seasoning.
beef hot links, diced pit ham, smoked sausage.
Really key.
You know, a lot of recipes in New Orleans, they use andouille, which is like a combination.
Right.
Spicy and smoked, so we just do it with 2 different sausages. Blue crab, this is another key for the flavor. We're gonna let this cook for probably about 45 minutes.
In the last 15 minutes before service, we'll drop the shrimp.
Drop the shrimp in there.
Okay. Oh, looks fantastic.
All right, guy, you ready for some gumbo?
Do it.
Make sure you get you some blue crab and some shrimp on there. A little parsley.
Look at this gumbo. It's not thin like stock. It's not heavy like stew. That's fantastic. You pick up that seafood, even though there was just a little bit of that blue crab. You get velvety texture coming over your tongue from that sassafras and getting
Right.
it from that roux. Oh, I just sit here and eat it all day.
A small filet gumbo.
The gumbo is amazing. The spices, the flavor.
This is Tara and Kara. Tara's on the culinary team for Guys Grocery Games, and this is Kara, who's actually one of our editors and helps develop the show. So since you both have such wide range knowledge of the food, take it away.
So the gumbo here has 2 types of sausage, and one's light and fluffy, and the other's got like a nice bite. I love both.
Having a little bit of soul and a little bit of spice in the heart of LA is a nice balance.
Jefferson Park area was a stopping off point for a lot of people that had moved from Louisiana. And Harold and Belle's was kind of an anchor for people to come together.
It's like a little hidden gem in a neighborhood.
Yeah, I wouldn't even known it was here.
Good buddy of mine, Walt, one of our camera guys on Guys Grocery Games. Tell me what you think of the food.
It's incredible.
Crawfish etouffee ready.
Shrimp and crawfish smothered in this beautiful gravy sauce.
Okay, now we're into the etouffee.
Right, we start with the roux, canola, and olive oil. Once our oil is hot, we're gonna stir in our flour. We want this roux to kind of be a brownish color, kind of like the color of peanut butter. When the roux is at the temperature we want it at, we're gonna add our trinity.
Our red and green bell peppers, our onions, and our celery.
Correct. Harold and Belle's Creole seasoning, ground bay leaves, some minced garlic, hot sauce, granulated garlic, some more paprika, cayenne pepper, not too much. We have some ground basil,
Okay,
some parsley flakes, some black pepper.
Worcestershire.
Yes, sir. A little bit of extra Creole seasoning, and we're gonna stir it all in.
The roux's starting to tighten up.
We're gonna add some tomato soup,
I don't know that I've seen tomato soup, but I'll give it to you.
shrimp stock.
Okay.
Let this simmer for about an hour.
And then,
We're gonna add our crawfish.
oh, it's gonna work for me.
Let that cook down, get the crawfish flavor get in there. About a half hour is all you need for that. Then we're gonna add the cream of mushroom soup.
And that's how it was made 40 years ago. This is old school right here.
We cool it down and then heat it up to order.
Because if you held it hot, it would just sit there and continue to cook down.
Extra crawfish tails, our etouffee is nice and hot. I'm gonna put it in the bowl for you guys. We'll just put a little parsley on there.
Tight, but not too tight. My buddy Kim Gardner, and this dude's Cajun. Kim, what's up, buddy? And these are the first time I had real etouffee. And there's so much flavor going on in this. All the spices, I mean, you're just talking deep and rich and creamy. And you get nice little tender crawfish inside of it. Crawfish is an intensified shrimp flavor and a great meaty texture, kind of like lobster. You'll love this.
Shrimp and crawfish etouffee.
Really, really incredible crawfish.
It's spicy, but not too spicy.
It always delivers every time you come.
You're sticking to the traditions. You're upgrading the program where you can, and you really embody this. You really celebrate it. Fantastic. This guy.